Johnny, what the hell is going on in San Francisco? What's going on, Johnny? RoboCop. RoboCop?
It is my great pleasure to present to you RoboCop.
Today, San Francisco leaders are considering taking the use of police robots to a whole new level by allowing the use of lethal force.
Now, some argue the plan comes straight out of the science fiction movies, but supporters say that this is more about safety.
What's wrong with you, Johnny? Policing is a dangerous business.
Robots using potentially deadly force. The San Francisco Board of Supervisors is debating such a policy.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Could potentially kill suspects during critical incidents.
Jesus Christ! It seems that they're robots they've got rolling around already. They're going to be able to bloody initiate lethal force if necessary. Lethal force! So these robots are going to roll around the street and they're going to do something like this.
Let the woman go. You are under arrest.
You better back up, pal!
Your move, creep.
There's been a lot of talk about RoboCop, or, which I think sets, a whole lot of minds going to a whole lot of different places, but this is not that.
I mean, this was supposed to be another 50 bloody years or something. We got killer robots already. Now, I know people out there are going to be saying, oh, that's a bit of an exaggeration, Johnny. That's not such a bad idea, but that's...
Ed 209.
Now, I'm laughing about this, Johnny, only because it sounds so fucking stupid, but you've already got robots rolling around in San Francisco, apparently.
Rafael Mandelman supports using robots for specific life-threatening cases.
In fact, I think it would be irresponsible not to make some kind of plan to use that technology in that horrific eventuality.
Yeah, they're pretty rough-looking robots, I know, Johnny, but they're still robots nonetheless. Oh, can you imagine a robot shooting... Oh, Jesus.
These bold initiatives are happening in cities around the country, and I am thrilled.
Such as?
Just recently, the San Francisco City Council allowed police robots to use lethal force when necessary.
Oh, I wanted to cover that. You're right. And you think that's good?
Of course, Jimmy. Think of all the blue lives that will be spared.
Because robots can go around shooting people? Sorry, that sounds like a dystopian nightmare to me.
Jimmy, don't be ridiculous.
And what if you come up behind these bloody robots and whack them over the back of the bloody camera or whatever? Is that assault? Are you assaulting someone?
A job.
Oh, you just can't turn everything over to robots and have robots running the joint. Yeah, right, yeah. Especially in a policing situation.
It's really just opening a window that eventually somebody's going to want to crawl through.
Matthew Goriglia, a policy analyst with the Electronic Frontier Foundation, says it doesn't make sense to give robots the ability to kill.
We are going to lessen the burden of using deadly force from having to pull a gun and pull the trigger to a button on a remote control.
SFPD already has 17 robots, and none of them have live ammunition. But
it's sort of a dystopian bloody nightmare. I mean, they already somewhere over there had robot dogs walking around during COVID. Now, if I saw one of those bloody things walking around the park giving orders, Johnny, I reckon I'd go up and kick it in its ass. Well, that's a pretty big statement there, Johnny. But if I kicked that bloody robot dog in its ass, would people then rush up and say, don't be so cruel, you cruel son of a bitch, kicking that poor defenceless animal, that robot animal? Yeah, right, yeah. And then would I be charged with bloody cruelty of some sort? And would I have to go to court? Yes. And would the robot dog be able to speak in its own defense?
It's been a rough year for the NYPD. Crime is reaching record levels in the city, and today, the newest bot in blue was sent out to its first crime scene.
That thing is creepy.
Meet DigiDog, the newest member of the NYPD's Technical Assistance Response Unit. Yes, a robot dog that's hounding city streets, assisting its handlers in saving lives and protecting New York's finest.
Who knows where this robot law enforcement is going to lead, Johnny? It's just bloody mind-boggling.
The Enforcement Droid, Series 209, is a self-sufficient law enforcement robot. 209 is currently programmed for urban pacification, but that is only the beginning. After a successful tour of duty in old Detroit, we can expect 209 to become the hot military product for the next decade. Dr. McNamara.
We'll need an arrest subject.
Mr. Kinney. Yes, sir. Would you come up and give us a hand, please? Yes, sir. Mr. Kinney is going to help us simulate a typical arrest and disarming procedure. Mr. Kinney, use your gun in a threatening manner. Point it at Ed 209.
Yes, sir. Please put down your weapon. You have 20 seconds to comply.
I think you'd better do what he says, Mr. Kinney.
You now have 15 seconds to comply. You are in direct violation of Penal Code 113, Section 9. You now have 5 seconds to comply. 4, 3, 2, 1. I am now authorized to use physical force.
Dick, I'm very disappointed. I'm sure it's only a glitch. A temporary setback.
You call this a glitch?
Johnny, are you saying that one day robots are going to be roaming the streets, taking out crooks and punks?
You have the right to remain silent.
Whenever they choose?
You have the right to an attorney. What is this?
Well, that wouldn't be a bad idea. It'd save a lot of bloody court processes if you just shot the fucking criminal straight off. I mean, it'd put a few criminals off, I reckon. And let me tell you, Johnny, the Ask Johnny channel, we're not gonna be bloody swayed into bloody agreeing with this sort of fucking shit. Yes, I'm hearing it. I mean, it's a dystopian nightmare coming true right before our very eyes.